Hamjambo, karibuni. Jina langu ni Abdul Karim. Today we're going to talk about Sheng. Sheng, you know Sheng. Sheng is a multicultural language. It started in 1960s in Nairobi here. It includes, it is a mixture of different words from different languages like Swahili, English, and other local languages. So Sheng actually spread to other countries in the neighboring countries, Uganda and Tanzania, but mainly Sheng is spoken in Nairobi, and other towns might have their different versions of Sheng. Like for instance, if someone is from Mombasa and comes to Nairobi, he'll not be able to understand the Sheng that is spoken in Nairobi. Sheng is not Swahili, it's just a mixture of Swahili words and Swahili, sometimes Swahili structure with just the Sheng structure itself, okay? So, yeah. So let's have some example of Sheng here. Some example of the words in Shengs we have here. The first one here is pingri. Pingri is how many in Sheng? How many? Pingri. If it's in Swahili, we will say ngapi. How many? Ngapi. But pingri, ni pingri. How many? Sawa? Pingri. Another one is mti. Mti is 1,000, but in Swahili the word mti is a tree, but in Sheng it means 1,000. Sawa? Bwaku. Bwaku is big. Bwaku. Bwaku is big. Big. This is Sheng. For Swahili we say kubwa. Big. Karau. Karau is a police. Police. And this has been used like for almost decades. The word karau has been in use. So I think other towns in Kenya here, they still know this word karau is police. But in Nairobi, the Sheng has evolved. They no longer call police karau. Instead they say sanse. Sanse. Yeah, there is neighbor. There is neighbor in the upper apartment. So. Sanse, I'll just write here, Sanse. This is neighbor. Okay, Jamo, this is one. Jamo, Jamo. For Swahili we say moja. Moja, moja, mbili, tatu, moja, one. But this Sheng, Jamo, they reversed the words. Malga, Malga means wealth. Malga, wealth, wealth. So Malga, Malga, Nina Malga, I have wealth. Nina Malga. Somoja, Somoja is 100 shillings. 100 shillings here is Somoja. But recently when I was going to take matatu to my place, so the fare was 1,000. But the fare was 100 Kenya shillings, but they didn't tell me it's Somoja. They gave me another name, Kio, Kio. So I was wondering, what's Kio? This is a new word for 100 Kenya shillings, Kio. Sawa? Kio. But the word Kio in Swahili means mirror, mirror. So Kio in Sheng is 1,000, 1,000. We have here do. Do is money. We read this, we pronounce do, do, do. Do is money. In Sheng, we have many words that imply money in Sheng. Another word is chapa. But chapa has been in use since I was a kid. I think this word, now people don't use these words. Chapa, okay? Sare. Sare is live, to live something. Sare. When someone tells you, Sare mihadarati. Sare mihadarati. Mihadarati are drugs. So Sare mihadarati, stop drugs. Stop drugs or leave drugs. Sare mihadarati. Sare chakula, leave food. Leave it. Sare. Sawa? Sare. Sare vita. Sare vita. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. Leave war. Stop fighting. Sorry. Okay. Mwok. 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 Come. Mwok. Kijiko. Kijiko run. Kijiko. Nani ana kijiko? Yeah. Who is running? Nani ana kijiko? So kijiko means spoon in Swahili. Standard Swahili is spoon. But in the Sheng language, kijiko means run. Okay. Another word here is mtasis. Mtasis. Mtasis is sister in Sheng. Sister. For Swahili we say dada. Dada. But for Sheng, mtasis. Huyu ni mtasis wa mine. Huyu ni mtasis wa mine. This is my sister. You see, mine is English. So mtasis wa mine. This is my sister. Some Sheng. Mode. Mode is a teacher. Mode. Teacher. Mode. Mse is a person. Mse. When you want to say this guy, you say huyu mse. Huyu mse. Huyu mse. Then we have this sentence, nitakuchapia. Nitakuchapia. I will tell you. I will tell you. Nitakuchapia. Nitakuchapia baadaye. I will tell you later. Nitakuchapia baadaye. Sawa? I'll tell you later. For Swahili we say nitakwambia baadaye. Nitakwambia baadaye. Sina rada. Sina rada. Sina rada. I don't know. I have no idea. If someone asks you what's happening, you can tell the person, Sina rada. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Sina rada. Rada ni gani? Rada ni gani? What's happening? Rada ni gani? If you see maybe there is commotion, then you can ask people, Rada ni gani hapa? Rada ni gani? What's the matter here? What's happening here? Okay. Or if someone starts disturbing you, you can ask them, what's your problem? What's your problem? You say, Rada yako ni gani? Rada yako ni gani? Rada yako ni gani? So, what's your problem? Rada, okay? Rada yako ni gani? So these are some of the words here for Sheng, okay? But you need to know Sheng words evolve. Actually, they are changing. Like the Sheng that was used in many years ago, even last year, it cannot be the same Sheng. Some of the words have changed, and they're no longer being used. They have evolved and they're using other words. But your question, the question is, why do people use Sheng? Why do people use Sheng? Sheng started long time ago. One of the reasons people use Sheng is to give themselves an identity. Maybe they belong to a certain group or a certain place. That's why in Nairobi you have different places, different locations. They have invented Sheng, their own Sheng. So someone who speaks Sheng can say, this Sheng is not for this area. This Sheng is for certain area. Sawa? This Sheng is for certain area. This Sheng is for this area. This Sheng is for this area. So they have their own words. So that's why it's very difficult for just normal people who just speaking Swahili to understand Sheng, because you don't know this Sheng is being spoken in which place. This one is being spoken where. You can say this one, someone might not understand you. But if you speak Swahili, people will understand you. People will understand you if you speak Swahili. But if you speak Sheng, it will be very difficult for you. Sheng is only spoken with certain groups of people, mainly the youth, okay? And it's spreading. Okay? Sheng is spreading. Even we have TV, radio station, radio broadcasting station that broadcast in Sheng language. Actually, I don't know the name of the station, but I can share the link later on in my description section. Also, we have magazine or publication that's they do the work in Sheng, like Shujaz FM, one of the publication that was there. I long time ago, since I was in primary school, that publication I used to read. There was Shujaz FM chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. I don't know, now they have chapter 1000 or something, I don't know. Like there was a lot of those publications, and they were normally writing in Sheng. Another reason for Sheng is to hide offensive words, okay? To hide offensive words. Maybe some words can seem offensive in Swahili, so when people use Sheng, they don't really fear anything speaking those words. They can speak those words because they know people will not understand these words. Only the groups that we're talking about, that they know us, they understand as well, will be able to understand the message. Just even you can just check any Sheng song, okay, and just hear the words in the song and tell someone, can you tell me these words, some of these words in Swahili? Even you will not want to listen to those words. Okay, so to hide some words, some offensive words, some people use Sheng in that case. Okay, also as I said, to give them identity, they belong to maybe a certain place, sawa, and also some people, they use Sheng under peer pressure, like some leaders, when they go to a place, they start speaking Sheng to these people in this place because they know, these people speak Sheng, so let's try to speak them so that they can feel that I am part of them. That's peer pressure, guy. Peer pressure, jamani. Okay. Another reason maybe for Sheng is just for fun, yani. People, when they speak Sheng, they feel proud of themselves. When people speak Sheng, they feel proud of themselves. That's why they are even composing songs in Sheng language, and they feel just when someone starts speaking Sheng, they say, I'm the king of this Sheng. You can even invent your own Sheng and say, this Sheng is mine, I'm the king of this Sheng. Okay, so you have several people around here in Nairobi, they have claimed that they've invented their own Sheng, and this Sheng is theirs. Like an example is the recent Sheng that came, and it's called Shembeteng. And this Shembeteng, really, it's somehow difficult. So let me try to write this one. I can remove this. Shembeteng. Shembeteng. Actually, so this Shembeteng, this was recent. Even people were amazed when they heard that there is this version of Sheng. So Shembeteng involve using Swahili words or any other words, but making them Shembeteng. Okay? Like now, example, we can say, and a good example that they gave is ni, na, ninakupenda. This is Swahili word. It means I love you, ninakupenda. But for Sheng is ni, na, ku, ninakulov. Ninakulov. You see, this love is English word. Ninakulov. That is Sheng. Just normal Sheng. Ninakulov. Ninakulov sana. Okay. So for Shembeteng, they will say Ninakulombotov. You see, they have inserted some words here. Ninakulombotov. Ninakulombotov. This means I love you in Shembeteng. Ninakulombotov. Okay, let's say I know you. In Swahili, I know you. Ninakujua. Ninakujua. I know you. But in Shebeteng, it can be ni Ninakujumbutua. Ninakujumbutua means I know you. You see, they've added this one. Ninakujumbutua. Ninakujumbutua. Okay, so this Sheng is very I didn't understand very well this Sheng. Okay, but we have another one, Sheng. I don't know if it means I know you, but I've had several people using it in Sheng. Ninakunawo. 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 I've heard these some people speaking this, saying ninakunawo. I don't know if it means I know you, or I'm not sure, but if you know, if you have any idea of what this means, please write in the comment section. And another question I would like to ask you, do you think that Sheng language is a threat to Swahili language? Do you think Sheng language is a threat to Swahili language? You know, we have people in Nairobi here, some of them they were born maybe in 2012, maybe those who are born just recently, they have their first language as Sheng because their parents are speaking Sheng. The area they live, they're speaking Sheng. So my question is, do you think this Sheng is a threat to the existence of, is it a threat to Swahili language? Is it a threat to Swahili language? In Tanzania, when I went to Tanzania, they also have some version of Sheng. They call it Swanglish or something. So English, Swanglish, I didn't get that well. But yes, we have some words like msela. Msela is msela. Msela, msela, msela. Msela is a person or something? Person, yes. I didn't get this well. Msela. I have this in Dar es Salaam. Msela means maybe someone, a person. I think it's mse, a person. Msela. So if you're from Tanzania, please write to me. Hii inamaanisha nini msela? I had it like huyu msela, huyu msela. So is it this person, this guy or something? Niandikie tafadhali. Alafu you can also write, andika pia maneno mengine kwenye comments ya kimtaa, maneno ya kimtaa, sawa? Lugha ya mtaa. You can say this is lugha ya mtaa, mostly known as Sheng in Nairobi, lugha ya mtaa in Tanzania. Sawa? Lugha ya mtaa. But I've just talked to you about Sheng, and I've asked you, I've told you some of the Sheng words and the Shebeteng, and I've asked you this question: what is this ninakunawo means, and is it a threat to Swahili language? Sheng is not only a mixture of Swahili language. It can take your word from your language, and just say this is Sheng. We give it another meaning. For instance, this word is Swahili, kijiko. But for Sheng, they took this word kijiko and they said, let's say, it means run. So when you say kijiko, kijiko, it's not me. It doesn't mean run. You know, it doesn't mean It doesn't mean it's spoon. No, it means run. Okay. Also, mwok, Sheng, formed by reversing words. Like this is come, but we say mwok. Sawa, mwok. Okay. Another word is which one? So just it can take other language from other language, like the word bien. Bien, I think is French. Bien. So when someone asks you mambo vipi, you can tell the person niko bien, I'm good. Niko bien. It means I'm good. So that's also Sheng. Okay. So Give me your ideas, your answers if Sheng is a threat to Swahili language. Kwaheri. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you have any other Sheng that you know the meaning, write in the comment section and its translation. Or if you don't know that word but you know that Sheng, write. We'll find the translation and I will reply to you. Sawa? Kwaheri, tutakutana baadaye.